Okay, so I've exited all of my positions. So the final profit for the day is 7,125. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. So today is 24th of March, that is a Wednesday, and it's about 9 a.m. in the morning. And I decided to make a live video today about my trades. So here you go. So this is today's chart, the 15-minute chart of Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty has sort of been in a range, and if it goes above this level of 34,400, if there's a flat or gap up opening, I'll look for long opportunities. But if there's a gap down opening, then that level will act as a resistance, and the below level will act as a support, and Bank Nifty will probably consolidate for the whole day. So this is Nifty, and if 13,000 850 level is broken, we might see 15,000 level soon. But if there's a gap down opening, then the trend line breaks and it will act as a resistance, and Nifty will go sideways. So that is today's analysis. Hopefully Nifty or Bank Nifty will open gap up, but anything can happen and I'll have to adjust accordingly. So these are the stocks that I've selected. They are in my watch list, and most of the stocks are for long positions. So here is the global market. So this is US markets closed lower, about 1%. Europe markets are down, Asian markets are down, SDX Nifty is down. So it's not a great sentiment, and I think we'll see a gap down opening today, most probably. And DJI is down about 1%. So it's not good so far, and most probably we're going to see a gap down opening. This is the option chain of Bank Nifty. I don't really like the new option chain. The old site is much better. So you can see that so this is the pre-market, and you can see that Nifty is down. The advance to decline ratio doesn't look good. Hindalco is up 3%, but that's kind of a misleading figure, and it'll probably change by the time the pre-market data closes. So a lot of stocks are in the red, and yeah, we are most probably going to have a gap down opening. So today I'll be looking for short opportunities instead of long opportunities. So here's Bank Nifty's chart again, and these are the stocks in my list. So Bharti Airtel, I was sort of looking for a long trade in Bharti Airtel, but I'll probably avoid it today. The next one is Kotak Mahindra Bank, probably our best candidate for a short trade. There's a triangle pattern with a lot of space for the stock to move, so a good candidate for a short trade. Then the next one is HDFC Bank. So it closed on a really strong note. If there was a gap up opening, then I would definitely take a long trade in it, and this would be our target, but I would avoid it today. SBI also a decent candidate for a gap up opening, and it might be a good trade for a long position. Then there is Cipla, another good trade for a gap up opening. I could have taken a long position, another triangle pattern. It's an ascending triangle. The next one is Reliance. So this is sort of a neutral one. If there was a gap up opening, I could take a long position above that level, but if there is a gap down opening, then I'll probably short it, and somewhere around that could be my targets. I'll just draw it out. That would be the first target, and somewhere around this would be the second target in Reliance. So yeah, I could probably trade this stock today. The next one is Hindalco. I don't really trade in Hindalco, it's just on the list. I don't like that stock. ICICI Bank, there's like a confluence over here, so if so the stock can go down from this level, so it's a good shorting opportunity as well. The next stock is Lupin, another sort of ascending triangle. The next one is Tata Motors, another stock with confluence. If it goes below this level, I could short it, and I was expecting a long trade in this, so I might short it. Then this is Maruti Suzuki, and I'm not going to trade in this stock, it's just for reference. And the next stock is IndusInd Bank. Yeah, I'm not going to trade in this one. I haven't analyzed it correctly. This is Larsen and Toubro. a triangle pattern. If any of these levels are breached, I could take a long or a short trade in this. I would prefer a short trade in Larsen and Toubro. The next one is Bajaj Finance, and this is more of a swing trade kind of stock. It's not for day trading right now. And yeah, I think I'm going to trade in Kotak Mahindra Bank since there is a gap down opening today. So let me refresh the page, and yep, Nifty is still down, and we'll just have to wait for some time. Let me just check the advance to decline ratio, and yep, most of the things are in red except for PSU banks because of probably due to privatization or something like that. And yep, most sectors are in the red, so it might be a good day for short selling. And yeah, so most sectors are also in the red except for PSU banks. So if the market is going to be sideways, it depends where the market will close today. So let's see that, let's hope that if the market closes on the upper range of near the resistance, Thursday could be a trending day based on my analysis. But the market should close near the resistance point. But if it closes near the support point, then Thursday could be another day where we can see a big selling pressure. So Thursday completely depends on how the market will react today. So where the market closes today. Okay, so the market has opened. It's 9:15 a.m. and the first candle is red. So let's just wait for some time and let's see what kind of price action happens. So will we go down or will we go up? Let's wait for some time because the first 5-minute candle can be kind of confusing at times. So we are just waiting right now. Let's check some of our stocks. So the Kotak Mahindra Bank was one of the stocks that I would love trading in today, and I think I can short the stock right now. It has breached our level, and I could wait for the first 5-minute candle to close, but a lot of times the first 5-minute candle is super big and it just messes up my risk to reward ratio. So I think I'll take a short position in Kotak Bank right now. So I have taken a short position. So I've taken a short position in Kotak Mahindra Bank right now, and this could be my stop loss for the trade, and this would be my target. Now, of course, this kind of target might not be possible today, but let's see how this trade works out. So I've gone in with a small quantity right now because I'm not so sure if this trade is going to work out or not. And I'll show you my profit and loss statement in just a second. Here you go. So I've shorted just 100 shares, and right now we are sort of flat, and let's see how it works out. So when I have more conviction on this trade, I'll increase my quantity to maybe 4 or 500 shares, and let's see. Just a little backstory. Yesterday was a red day for me, so I made a silly error, and hopefully today will be better. So right now I'm not trading with all of my capital. Right now I'm being a little bit cautious, and let me just set a few levels for the stock. I like to book partial profits, and even if the stock reverses before it hits my target, I still would have booked some kind of profits, so that's like a bonus. Yep, these three seem like decent target levels. Hopefully we will achieve all these levels. So when the first target is broken, I'll trail my stop loss, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so here's HDFC Bank, a big gap down opening. It's trying to go up because of all the bullish momentum in the stock. State Bank of India, a big gap down. I would completely avoid it. Reliance seems like another good trade that I can take. Now this won't be super profitable in my opinion, but yeah, we can make like some money from this trade. So if that level is broken, I would take a short position in Reliance. Yep, this would be my target. Somewhere around here would be my stop loss. That's a decent risk to reward ratio, and I would go in light on Reliance if I happen to take a trade. Hindalco, don't like that stock, not gonna trade in that. ICICI Bank, a big gap down opening. I don't see much potential here because the risk reward won't be good. Tata Motors, a big gap down opening. Not gonna trade in this stock. So it's sort of near the resistance or support area. Lupin, confusing. Not gonna trade in this. Maruti Suzuki, yep, it has filled the gap, so not gonna trade in this stock either. IndusInd Bank, no, not really. Didn't analyze it well. Bajaj Finance, that's a swing position. Oh, Bajaj Finance is down, so I could short it, but my risk reward ratio won't be that good in Bajaj Auto. Plus, I'm not a big fan of this stock because I've only traded this stock like twice, and both the times I made a loss in this stock. So, not a big fan of Bajaj Auto or Bajaj Finance, whichever one this is. Uh, so, I mean, it looks decent, but still, I don't like this stock. I won't take a trade in this one. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll just shortlist it and keep it aside, and let's see what happens. If that level is broken, I might take a short position in Bajaj Finance with a small quantity. But let's see what happens. So let's see how our trade is doing. So it's going well, I guess. So that level is breached, and we are in a profit of about 500 rupees, and I might add into the position right now. Let me just do a little bit of pyramiding because this seems like a really profitable trade. So here is our profit and loss statement. I've added 300 more shares, so we have a net short position of 400 shares. I'm kind of going light in this stock right now. So let's see what happens. So this is our stop loss. It's a notional stop loss, like you know. So yeah, this seems like a decent stop loss. It's a little tight, but it's like a notional stop loss. Like I have a method of reverse pyramiding that might work in this stock. A lot of people think that when it comes to day trading, day traders simply sit on their desk and talk on phone, talk about numbers, or or just punch in orders all day long. But in reality, I would say about 80% of my day is spent just sitting and waiting patiently for a trade, either finding the right time to enter or finding the right time to exit. So that's pretty much 80% of my trading day. The analysis part is already done a night before, and the entry and exit part does not take a lot of time. So let me just mark a few. uh, you know so this is our stop loss, this is our stop loss too. So at the first stop loss, I'll exit half my position, and at the second stop loss, I'll exit my entire position. So this is sort of a reverse pyramiding thing that I am working on. So we are still flat on this stock, not a lot of profit or loss. So I have two orders of stop loss, and let's see how it goes. So this is Reliance Industries, and I think we can short Reliance. I wouldn't go heavy on this stock. Like normally I go in with 500 or 700 shares of Reliance. Today I'll just go in with, I would say, 100 or 200 shares because I still have another position open. So if I go in with my normal quantity, then my risk would be a bit too much. So I'll just short Reliance around this point. I would go in with 200 shares. I think 200 shares would be decent. So I don't expect a big profit from this. It looks like a trade with high probability. So yeah, I short 200 shares of Reliance. So let me just put in the order. And while putting in the order, I'm actually using my phone to place the orders because it's more convenient for me, and I'm actually habitual to placing orders to my phone. Just give me a minute. I have set the order and I have set the stop loss, and I'll just show you the trade in a second. So our Kotak Mahindra Bank's trade is sort of going sideways. So you know, so we have a good stop loss and Our entry is also pretty good. So, this trade should be good. I have a good feeling about this trade. So I'll just go through my orders and what trades I've taken and what's the P&L right now. This is the position: 200 shares short Reliance, 400 shares short Kotak Mahindra Bank, up about 500-600 rupees. This is the stop loss, and yeah, it's going good so far. I think today might be a profitable day, and I'll just use the duals, and I'll just use the dual screen on trading view because we are trading two stocks simultaneously. Okay, so these are our trades for today, and I won't take a third trade today. I'm just following proper risk management, and our position is kind of flat, profit on one trade, loss on the other one, and our position size is much bigger with Kotak Mahindra Bank compared to Reliance. So this better work because I don't want two red days in a row. Like yesterday, I lost money due to a simple error from my side. I was a bit biased, even though I knew that certain news was coming. And yeah, all we have to do now is wait. So we are up almost 1,000 rupees. One of the things that I've seen happen a lot is whenever there's a huge red candle, the following candles are kind of flat or inside the candle. So if you wait for some time, you'll get a better entry. So I should have done that. So that was one of the mistakes that I made today. And we still have a decent stop loss, and it's a little bit above the high of the candle because sometimes the wick just takes away your stop loss. And yep, our position is still flat, negative 15 rupees, negative 75 rupees, because of this trade. So one trade is in the red, one trade is in the green, so that kind of balances out both the things. So this is a big candle, but the volume is not great. Volume is pretty low on this candle. So hopefully it'll work out, and let's just hope for the best. So this is our profit and loss statement: minus 800, minus 600, something like that. And yeah, the Kotak Mahindra Bank trade is not going that well, so we were down almost 1,000 rupees right now. Let's see how it goes, because I still think our analysis is right, and this is just a pullback. And even the Reliance trade is sort of going against us right now. So there's like a hammer sort of pattern that's being formed. So things are not looking that good right now, but I still think that this could be a good trade because after a major fall there is some sort of pullback, maybe 50%, and then the stock might fall even more. So this is what I think will happen. And if we are wrong, the worst case scenario, we lose certain amount of money, and yeah, nothing worse, nothing bad is going to happen after that. So one of the things that I've seen is that whenever the stock is near a round number, it sort of behaves differently. Like round numbers could be good support or resistance zones or areas, and Reliance is going against us while Kotak Mahindra Bank is going in our favor. So things have reversed. Okay, so we are still in the red. Okay, and we went in the red. So it's not a big loss till now. Things are fairly under control. And if I make like 3 or 5 thousand in this trade, it would be good because I'm not expecting a big profit from this trade. 5,000 would be good. 3,000 is like the bare minimum that I would expect. So let me just use a scale to map out how much is my loss on this trade if things go south. So we are sort of flat, at least in the green territory. We went in the red, so it's going flat, and yeah, nothing much to do. All I can do is just wait, and all I can do is just sit and wait. And yep. And the first trade, the Kotak Mahindra Bank trade, seems to be in a good position right now, and we might see a breakdown of the stock even more. So we are almost up 1,000 rupees, 945, 1,000 rupees. Yep, we have hit the milestone, and yeah, after this I expect this stock to fall a lot more in a shorter amount of time. And today's trade is going to be with certain restrictions because I have okay, the Kotak Mahindra Bank trade is going down. Yep, let's just look at our, okay, so we are up 1500 rupees. Not bad. So once this level is broken, I'll just trail my stop loss and let the candle close, because sometimes the candle looks like it is super bearish, but by the time it closes, it kind of closes flat. So let's just see how the candle closes. Once this level is breached, I will trail my stop loss and reduce my risk on this trade. So Reliance has gone in the red again. So yeah, so we have just shorted near the support area. So there could be some sort of consolidation around that area, and once this support level is broken in Reliance, then we could expect like a good move on the downside. So and here's a PNL statement about 2000 rupees profit. Let's see how much we can make today or how much we can lose today. So a lot of times when people see like a green candle against them in a short position, they immediately exit the stock or their position, but it just turns out that the green candle was like a shakeout candle, and by the time the green candle closes, you know you had nothing to worry about. So Reliance is in the red again, and from being up about 2000, we are back to 800 or 700, something like that. One of the things that I have observed while trading is that whenever you make a loss, about 80% of the times you just know it from the beginning that this trade is not going to work out. And this is one of those situations where I think that this trade will work out. So, who knows? I might be wrong. And yep, the Kotak Mahindra Bank's candle is weak, and we have nothing to worry about except that the volumes in both the stocks are not that great. So this is our profit and loss statement. We are up 1500 or something. We are back to 2000 from 7 or 800. Reliance is starting to go in our favor. The support region is probably going to be broken right now. So Reliance is starting to break. We are up about 2200 rupees, and yeah, I think it's going good. 2400, and Reliance is breaking, so that support region is broken, and we can expect like a good move on the downside. So I'm not worried about Reliance anymore. Now I can add some more quantity, but today I'm not trading with that much risk, because I was expecting like a gap up opening and a good move on the upside. So I'll just stick to the quantity I have right now. And another candle has closed. Let's see how this candle goes. So we're back to 1800 right now. So again, the price is starting to go up against us, but it'll still look weak. It still looks weak. We are still up 1700 rupees, and Reliance is again causing us trouble. Reliance is one of those stocks which I love trading in, because most of the times I make a good profit in Reliance. So I'll just mark this little zone and wait for it to be broken. Okay, once that purple zone in Kotak Mahindra Bank is broken, then a good move can be expected, in my opinion. So I'm just waiting for that level to be broken. And that was like the low of the first candle of the day. So the strategy that I'm using is simple price action breakdowns. Now it's nothing complex, like I'm not using any sort of indicator, like of course there's volume, but I'm not using MACD, MACD or RSI or super trend or Bollinger Bands or ATR or any one of those fancy indicators. Like price tells me everything I want to know and volume just confirms it. Like I'm not even using a moving average right now. I use it sometimes, but not that often. So we are back to 1300, 1400. Hopefully it'll work out well, or we'll exit with a small loss. Like the Kotak Bank is where, oh, did you see that? A big fall in Kotak Mahindra Bank, and we are up to almost 4,000 rupees. We just went from 2,000 to 4,000 in just like a single second, I would say. So a huge fall in Kotak Mahindra Bank, and yeah, things are looking really good right now. And like I said, a big red candle, consolidation, red candle, couple of consolidation candles, a big red candle. So this is like the pattern that I'm sensing right now, and the volume has also started to pick up. So this could be like a good trade. So we are up almost 3,500, maybe 4,000, 3,700. So I think we can make about 5,000 today, and let's see. So we might reach 5,000 easily today, and there is still time before I have to go and do some other work. So a new candle has been formed, and we are at 5,000. So we are up 5,000 rupees. It's going pretty good right now. So Reliance is also seeing, so Reliance is also down, and I'll just trail my stop loss in Reliance. So we are back to 4,600. If you see that Reliance has also started picking up some volume while it's falling. a big a big red candle in Kotak Mahindra Bank again. So I've trailed my stop loss even more, and I've brought it almost to the cost right now. And yeah, I might start booking some profits soon in Kotak Mahindra Bank. And Reliance is also doing well, I would say. The volume is good, and I'll just book certain amount of profit in Kotak Mahindra Bank. So I have 400 shares, and I'll exit, I would say, 200 shares right now. Okay, so it's still going down. Reliance is also starting to crack, and things are looking great. So I still have some time before I have to go, and so I've trailed my stop loss all the way to the cost. So in the worst case scenario, we make some money because I have booked partial profits. So I think 7,000 would be my target for today. If we wait till maybe 11 or 12 o'clock, then we could make like 10,000 today, but I don't have that much time today. So I think I'll exit at 7,000, and I'd be happy at 7k. So I still have a little bit of time, so let's see how it goes. So here is our profit and loss account, 6,900, 6,800, and we are in that range. Okay, so we just hit 7,000, and I might start exiting my position right now. So 7,000 is good enough for me. I have recovered from yesterday's loss, and I'll just wait for like a few minutes and see if there's another good momentum, and if we happen to make more. Otherwise, I'll just exit my position and get back to my other work. Okay, so we are back to 7,100, 7,200 levels. uh yeah, and I'll just exit my position right now, because I have some other work, and I'm pretty sure the stocks will go down even more. But I don't like having open position while I'm not, looking at the screen, because sometimes things can go wrong. So yeah, I'll just exit my position right now. Give me a couple of minutes. Okay, so I've exited all of my positions. So the final profit for the day is 7,125. The stocks will probably fall even more than that. We could have made like 10 or 12k. But yeah, I'm done for the day. Yeah, it was a good day. I wasn't expecting 7k, more like 3 or 5k. So yeah, it was a good day. Before ending the video, I just decided to make like a little post market scenario of what happened after I stopped trading or after I finished trading. So it's almost 1 a.m. At night, and it's been like 12 hours since I stopped trading. So my analysis was that if the market opened flat or gap up, and if it would go about 34,400, we'd look for long opportunities and we'd look for things to buy. But that did not happen, and things did not go as per our expectations. So this level was not even touched once. There was a fairly big gap down, and since there was a gap down opening, I was expecting a sideways market until about 11:30, 12 o'clock. The market went down. It took a support at this region, and it consolidated for about 2 hours or 2.5 hours, and towards the end of the day, it closed lower and breached this level. So this is the current scenario, and my analysis was pretty good, I would say, for the day. So as per my analysis, if tomorrow the market opens sideways or like flat or a gap down, then this will act as a resistance, and this could be like the new what do I say, support for the stock. So 32,800 would be the new level for the stock if it opened gap down or flat. But if there's like a big gap up in this region, this will again act as a support. It will consolidate for a bit, and maybe towards the end of the day this level will be broken, and it could go down by, I would say, 1:30 p.m. Yeah, so this is just raw analysis for tomorrow. I just thought of adding it. And if we look at the stocks that I traded today, this is the first one, Kotak Mahindra Bank. I taken an entry over this price. This was our initial stop loss. We trailed it all the way to the cost, and we exited somewhere around this region, I would say, at this place. So this was our original target that I thought would be hit by 10:15 or 10:30 a.m. and it was hit, but it was hit at 11:30, but it was hit after 11 o'clock. So I exited my position right around here. After hitting it, sort of consolidated. The next stock that we had traded was Reliance. So just a second. Yeah, so this was our position, and I think we had exited like most of our position over this point. Then the stock went and hit our target, but again this was at 11:40 a.m. and I wasn't trading at that time. And then the stock went up all the way up to our cost price, and then it closed at this level. So tomorrow, this looks another. So tomorrow I think we can short this stock again below this level. So this was it. This was about the post market stuff of how my trades worked out. Now I don't make a profit every single day. Like yesterday was a loss making day for me, and today was a decent profit, and today I made a decent profit. Hopefully tomorrow will be good as well. So if the market opens flat or gap down, I think we can make a good profit again. So the whole point of this video was showing my process of how I go about from from morning, like what are the things that I look at while before I trade. I look at the option chain, I look at the pre-market data, the US or the global markets, SGX, Nifty, and all these other things. And I have a list of stocks that I'm prepared to trade in. Like, so now I'll just analyze the stocks for tomorrow's trading session. And this was it. Hope you enjoyed this video. And I don't see a lot of live trading videos on YouTube, and hopefully this was something that you could learn the practical aspects of trading. And the thing is, I'm not a professional full-time trader, and I don't trade with a huge capital. This video would have been more relatable to retail traders. So hopefully this video added value in your life. Maybe you learned something. And I know this video is a little too long, but if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for trading ideas. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Till that time, take care. Bye bye.